I did a song in the video. It's called "It's My Life," it's out on YouTube where I'm pretty much explaining, you know what I'm saying, what I went through. But for those while I'm here, I could tell you that, you know, I did the rehab and all that stuff, but none of that stuff actually worked because you still was going in the same territory. I'm still going in the same area, you know what I'm saying, in the same neighborhood. So, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is my body actually made me stop. You know what I'm saying? And let me break it down to people that don't understand what I mean by that is in my mind, you know, when you getting high, when I was doing the heroin, you know, I would toot it. I would sniff it up my nose. I would never, you know, I never shot it or none of that in my veins or nothing like that. So I would sniff it. When I sniffed the blow, which we call it here, you know, I would, you know, you would sniff it, then, you know, I would throw up. You know what I'm saying? And once I sniffed and I threw up, then you know, I can enjoy the high then. But some end up happening to the point where before I start getting high, I will start throwing up before I start sniffing the blow. So I'm like, man, this is tearing my body up. But my mind was like, you know, you're not supposed to be doing it. So if you're not gonna do it the easy way, which ain't no easy way, you know, going through to the rehab and getting people help and stuff like that, God did it another way. So I moved away to the country, and my last actually time doing the blow, I actually didn't even do it. I drove 3.5 hours. I was in Indiana. I was down there with my mom, but I still will, you know, go back and forth here and there, get a bag, come back home, you know what I'm saying, toot it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, do what I need to do. But this one particular time, I was driving to Chicago to come get me a bag, of blow. And the whole way here, I kept throwing up. Like, man, this is killing me. But I still drove to Chicago, and it was a 3.5 hour drive. So I get to the drug spot, and I'm throwing up. Now I get the bag of dope. I opened the bag of dope up and looked at it, and I just threw it all out because I was just throwing up too bad. Like, okay, my body is hurt too bad. I can't keep tooting this shit because it's making me sick. My stomach muscles are starting to hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much opened the bag up and like I was going to do it, but I just threw it all on the ground, bro, and I drove 3.5 hours back to Indiana without even touching it. I'm like, you know what? This was a waste of time. I didn't waste gas to come up here for a $10 bag of blow, woo, and I'm like, it's just not worth it. My body was telling me, like, you do not need to be doing this. So the pain and the throwing up that I went through actually made me get off the blow instead of me going into the rehab. Because even though you're going into the rehab, your mind still will play tricks on you, telling you, no, you good, go on out there and get you one. You know, my mind played tricks on me. I actually left the rehab and went and got high after I left out the rehab. And Twista them like, what are you doing? You supposed to be in the rehab. I'm like, no, man. I came up with some lie talking about, man, it was other people, man, that needed the bed more than me. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I was just wasting space. But it was all the drug telling me this in my mind. So I ended up leaving the rehab, but none of that stuff worked until my body actually started doing stuff that was causing my body harm.
Your body was letting you know enough is enough. And, you know, a lot of people, they never get that warning from themselves. You know, they keep going until they die or man, thank God you made it. How long has it been that you've been clean?
22 years.
Wow. Congratulations.
22 years.
Yeah.
And it was the hardest thing, and it was hard. It was hard. You know, it wasn't easy. It was real hard. Because I actually lost my old man to a heroin overdose. And it's crazy because you would think that him dying off the heroin would push me away, but it actually, I end up going towards it because I was like, man, I want to know what is to this drug that, we would go out of town on vacation, you know what I'm saying? And he would bring enough with him, but once he actually ran out, his body, he got sick. You know what I'm saying? And we had to leave the vacation so we can get back home so he can get to his medicine. You know what I'm saying? And then I grew up around a lot of pimps and hustlers, and so I seen a lot of the guys, the older guys, they would nod off, you know what I'm saying? And I thought that looked so cool, you know what I'm saying? Didn't realize what was going on.
Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like, comment, share. Also go over to UGSforlife.com, download the entire archive, and check out new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Blog Talk Radio.